What's going on, YouTubers? I'm Kevin08015, and this is my top ever 5. So, my top 5 for today is going to be my top 5 favorite funny movie scenes, and that's it. Alright, so my first one is the fart scene from I Now Pronounce You, Chuck and Larry. In this scene, Chuck and Larry are saving a really fat guy from a fire, and they're bringing him down the stairs, and they accidentally fall. Fat guy lands on top of Chuck, Adam Sandler's character, and his ass is right in his face, and Kevin, he, Kevin James, I'm sorry, he said, "Oh my God, Chuck, are you alright? Are you alright?" And then Adam Sandler's character, he can't move or say anything because he's got whale asshole and balls in his face, so he's just like, and then the fat guy farts, he's like, and then you see Adam Sandler's hands slowly go like, and then Larry, Kevin James's character, starts laughing his ass off. He's like, oh my God, it's broccoli. So it's a really funny scene. I mean, that movie. You know how they say you had me at hello? Well, that movie had me at oh my God, broccoli. So that was a funny ass movie scene. Number 2 would be the Russian hotel scene. It's not a Russian hotel, but there were Russians in a hotel room from the Boondock Saints. It was funny, they were killing all these top Russian mob bosses, and they finally killed all of them. There was 9 guys, and they hear a knock on the door. So they put their masks back on, and they go to the door and look through the peephole, and they notice it's their friend Rocco. It's a good friend of theirs, and he works for a mob, whatever. And he's like, the one brother says to the other, he's like, "I bet this is his initiation." And he's like, "We gotta fuck with him." So they bring him in. They're like, "Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Give me your gun! Give me your gun!" And his nickname in it is the Funny Man. Because he makes everybody laugh. So they got his gun, and they're looking at it, and he's like, "It's a fucking 6-shooter." He's like, "Hey, this is a 6-shooter. What were you planning to do to the other 3? Laugh them to death, funny man?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, guys. Look, we're on the same team. Look, we could work something out. We could work something out, man." And then the brothers take off their masks and start laughing their asses off. The 2 brothers, if you've never seen Boondock Saints, are Norman Reedus. He plays Daryl on The Walking Dead. And Sean Patrick Flannery, his latest movie is the last Saw movie. He was the main character, the guy who lied about being in a saw trap, and he was actually in one by the end. It's a funny-ass movie. And then, he's like, Rocco sees it's his friends, and he's like, "What the fuck? Fuck, what the fuck? Fucking motherfucking fucking what the fuck? Fuck!" And then Sean Patrick Flannery was like, "Well, you certainly got the diversity of the word." It's funny as shit. It's a great movie. One of my top favorite movies, by the way. Even though it might not be in my top 5 favorite movies. Oh well. Number 3 is the Ted fight scene. Anytime you see a fucking teddy bear fight a grown-ass man and the teddy bear wins, it is entertainment all the way through. Mark Wahlberg. By the way, Mark Wahlberg, a man who built his whole career making himself look like a badass, looks at Ted, and he's like, "You know what? I wish that Christmas I'd have gotten a fucking Teddy Ruxpin." And Ted's like, "Say that one more time?" He's like, "I wish I'd gotten a Teddy Ruxpin." And then, Ted jumps up on the bed and then jumps up on Mark Wahlberg and starts beating the shit out of him. And he beats the shit out of Mark Wahlberg. It's really funny. If you don't like Mark Wahlberg, you'll love this scene. I like Mark Wahlberg, and I still love the scene. So it's really funny. If you haven't seen Ted, go see it. Funny fucking movie. The Stewie Griffin movie. The red carpet scene, very beginning of the movie. Lois is drunk as shit. She shows up to the premiere of the movie, and Peter's dragging Lois along, and she gets down on her hands and knees. She's like, "Peter, get on!" He's like, "Oh, Lois, stop, come on, we're in front of people." She's like, okay. "Peter, get on!" He's like, "Oh, son of a bitch, I'm sorry, everybody, sorry." It's a really funny-ass scene. The whole movie is funny as shit. I mean, if it's Family Guy, if it's Seth MacFarlane, it's funny as shit. Actually, I didn't notice until right now, but Seth MacFarlane made it twice on my top 5 funny movie scenes. So anyway, the last and final one is Get Him to the Greek, the Jeffrey scene. That's funny as shit. And, you know, Russell Brand, like, I mean, Jonah Hill's freaking the fuck out. Russell Brand's like, yeah, mate, it's a Jeffrey. Go ahead, it'll calm you down. And he starts smoking it. He takes, like, I think, like, 2-3 hits off of it. And he's like, oh, he's like, man, my heart's beating really fast. I feel weird. What's in this? And Russell Brand's like, oh, you know, just a bit of marijuana, PCP, acid, angel dust, bit of cocaine, and he's going on all these drugs. I think he said he's like a bit of speed. You know, he's saying all these drugs, and Jonah Hill's like, "Why the fuck is this called a Jeffrey?" He's like, "Because who could be afraid of a Jeffrey? You know, Jeffrey's just that bloke that lives down the street, mate." And you know, he's just freaking the fuck out. Russell Brand has to shove. He Pulp Fiction's Jonah Hill with a needle into his chest, and he's like, "Oh, I'm alive!" There's a POV camera on Jonah Hill's face. You get to see him like go all around the place, and you know, they're running down the hall from P Diddy because he's on the Jeffrey too, and the Jeffrey makes P Diddy like fucking nuts. So he's running. He's like, "Get your ass to that show, nigga!" And you know, Russell Brand's like, "I forgot my luggage," and Jonah Hill's like, "Fuck your luggage! We'll get you your luggage!" It's a really fucking funny scene, funny ass movie. One of my top favorite 5. Now that one made it. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. If you got a favorite movie, if you want to put your top 5 favorite funny movie scenes, put them in the comment box below. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for joining me.